Hello everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? Hello, hello. Tonight I have a guest that needs no introduction whatsoever. It was early January when I couldn't stop listening to this one song, and I think I was not alone. Driver's license came out, and I think we all sang it incessantly and wanted to listen to it obsessively, and it is not a chance that it became an overnight sensation. It broke all records of Spotify. It debuted on Billboard Hot 100 as number one in the number one spot for many, many weeks. And this month, Olivia Rodrigo is the cover of Elle magazine. And I am so excited to be spending a few minutes with her and with all of you tonight, speaking to her. So let me see if I can find her. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm looking for Olivia. I don't think she's on yet. We're gonna wait a couple of minutes. But if there are any questions that you have for Olivia, I think here she is, sending you a request. I am bad at this too. I am worse in this than you. I guarantee this. Okay, maybe this wasn't it. Let me try again. Okay, let's try again. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay. I think she's trying to get in. This is where it is. It always happens to me, guys. I don't know if it happens to you, but it always happens to me.
Why don't you send an invite to her?
Okay, hold on, guys.
Wait. Type her. Olivia.
All right, Olivia, I am
Olivia.
sending you.
Stop. Yeah, send.
Here you go.
Yeah, send. Send request. That's it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm
We're
so bad at this. I couldn't figure out
You
the light
know what?
for me.
I already expected this because it always happens to me, so it's no big deal.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Sorry, I don't know. You think I was Gen Z and would like be good at this, but nope, not at all.
Hey, it happens to all of us, but you do have a lot of advantages. Where are you, Olivia? Where are you now?
I'm in LA. Yeah, I just turned 18, so I'm sort of like in my first like big girl place of my own, which is really exciting. But yeah, just chilling here, doing rehearsals for some cool performances coming up. And yeah, just chilling out.
So how did you like the experience of having your first Elle cover, and how was the shoot? Tell us everything.
Yeah, yeah, it was so much fun. Thank you so much for making me a cover girl. It was like such a dream come true. I shot it with Petra Collins, who is obviously, as you know, absolutely incredible.
She's
She's
amazing. She's an
yeah.
amazing photographer, and it's very cool to have a female creative, right?
Oh my God, 100%. And she's so incredible. She's so like passionate about everything she does. Like she'll be on set like shooting photos and she'll just be like, "Oh my God, this is so pretty." She'll just be like screaming like she's just so elated. So fun to work with her. And she actually just shot a music video of mine after we'd done the L shoot because we just like hit
Oh
it off
my
so well. So yeah, she's
God, come
incredible.
out. We have to know.
I know. It's gonna come out soon. I promise, very soon.
So, was there
But
a particular outfit that you loved? Were you playing with the clothes? I know you guys got so creative, and when we got the film back,
right.
it was like, oh my God, you guys had so, it was so hard to pick like one cover look because there were so many good ones.
Yeah, we definitely shot a lot. It was so much fun. We actually did like these crazy long extensions. My hair was like to like my knees. It was crazy, and it was like so heavy. It was just like weighed down by the hair, but it was so much fun and so worth it. I think my favorite look was there's just like this like pink little mini dress, but then they put like this like flower like Dolce &
Flower,
Gabbana
it was
on. Oh my
Dolce
God, it was with the
gloves, right?
latex gloves, which are
Yes,
incredible.
we
I
had
love the
that
latex
one of the
gloves.
digital covers. It was fantastic.
Yeah, that was my favorite. I loved that one. But yeah, it was super fun to like play around with that kind of stuff. And yeah, you don't get to wear like awesome designer clothes like that every day. So it was really
Oh, I have a feeling that you will. Like,
You're sweet.
my second question: how are you dealing? How have you handled this incredible success? And did you have any inkling that it was going to be so powerful? This song was going to move so many people.
Yeah, I didn't have any expectations going into driver's license. It was the but I always really loved the song and I felt like it really captured this way that I was feeling before I wrote the song it was sort of hard for me to surmise like everything that was going on in my head into like a song before, and so I was just really proud of the fact that I felt like I did that. At least for me, it was a lot of personal satisfaction that went along with it. But yeah, did not.
That's right now. Like, do you get stopped in the street? I mean, everybody, there's so much, there's so much expectation, and everybody's anticipating any song you come out with. I mean, how does that feel like?
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of weird though because I'm like still like sort of I mean everything's sort of opening up a little bit, but I still am like kind of stuck in my house a lot. I'm not fully vaccinated yet, so I'm not like going out anywhere, like going to like in public a ton. So I don't really get to like see how the song is affecting people in real life. I've actually never played a show before in my life too. I've never like sang a song for a crowd of people that was that it was my own song. I've never done that, so it's been sort of this weird experience putting out songs sort of in isolation. And yeah, but I know it's awesome to kind of have social media nowadays and get to see people's reactions that way. And driver's license and Deja Vu actually both were like sort of has a lot of traction on TikTok, which is so cool to like see people create stuff to the song that you created. So that's been awesome and has sort of made up for the fact that I'm not out and about a ton.
How is your TikTok now?
I I mean, I have been so busy after driver's license came out. I honestly haven't really gone on it a ton just because it's like it takes up so much of your time. You're like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and watch TikTok, and then it's like 3 hours later you're like still on TikTok. So I try not to go on it a bunch, but my friends like send me ones left and right, and yeah, it's just so cool to have that sort of creative community.
Olivia, you recently announced that you're going to be performing at the Brit Awards, and how does that feel? Is this the first time that you will be performing live?
Yeah, this is the first time that I'll be like truly performing live a song that I have written, which is so cool. And it's so cool that that's at the Brits, just like randomly. That's so awesome. I've also never been to the UK before, so there's going to be a lot of firsts going on. But yeah, I'm so excited, a little bit nervous, but mostly super excited.
Amazing. We will be watching you. We will be for you. Have you chosen an outfit? Has that happened yet?
Ooh, we're in the process of doing that. Somebody's making me a custom dress, which I'm so excited for. I've never had one before. So.
You can.
I know. I'm so stoked. I'll send you pics.
Please. We'll be, because you know what? You look amazing in everything you wear. You look incredible. But I know that you are really big into sustainable fashion, and you love to shop vintage. What do you wear on a regular day?
Yeah, I mean, today I am wearing an outfit that's vintage from my favorite vintage store in Salt Lake City called Vantage. I like lived in Salt Lake City for a while. I was filming a show, and they have this great vintage in Salt Lake randomly. Like sometimes like places that aren't LA and New York have like the best vintage for whatever reason. So I'm wearing, like right now I'm wearing like a pair of like, actually these are Boy Scout pants that I'm wearing, and they like tailored them to like fit like a girl's body, which is fun, and like a t-shirt. But yeah, I love shopping vintage and thrifting and stuff like that. It's super cool to have like pieces that are completely unique, and also, you know, fashion is sort of taxing on the environment when done, you know, so often and you know, cheaply. So it's fun to do that too.
Absolutely. Now you have announced that a new album is coming May 21st.
Yeah.
Wow. We can't wait. What inspired this album?
Yeah, so it's my first album, which is super exciting. And I sort of wrote all of it, or most of it, I think, most of it when I was 17. So it's sort of this like slice of my 17-year-old life. I think that age is sort of riddled with a lot of insecurity and, you know, figuring yourself out. And, you know, I wrote this album sort of about my first heartbreak too. So it's very much like a adolescent album, I think. And I wrote a lot about feelings that aren't super fun to express in like normal life, like, you know, sadness and jealousy and anger and stuff like that. So I'm so stoked for people to hear it. I'm really proud of it.
I have to tell you that when I listen to your lyrics, I know that you are such a brave woman and a role model to so many adolescents out there, and that you are not scared of really showing your vulnerability. Why is that so important to you? And I mean, that takes a lot of bravery, to be honest, to share heartbreak or to share what you've been going through, and especially at your age. Like why is it important? Why were you, what motivated you to be so, I mean, I have huge admiration for you, and that's part of the reason that you have this cover, is because I do think you're such an incredible role model. I know my kids love you, my son Lucas loves you, his friends love you, we love you, and your songs are very meaningful, and they're, and again, you share a lot, and it's a time when it's so complicated, right?
Yeah. Wow, thank you. That means a lot. Yeah, I mean, it sort of is sort of weird. I remember like listening to my album like 2 weeks ago and being like, wow, why am I like doing this? I'm just like putting like all of my like insecurities and like all of, like my heart on like a silver platter for people. Like, oh, this is sort of like weird. But I'm like, first of all of my favorite artists do that. And I think I've been helped so much by other artists before me that have been brave enough to share their feelings truthfully. And that helped me get through so much. And so, you know, I think if I can do that for somebody else, that's incredible. And also I've just sort of always been like that. I think I'm an oversharer in my life. I have a big mouth, and I like tell, like I'll like literally tell my Uber driver like my deepest, darkest secrets and traumas. So like that's just like sort of who I am. And that sort of translates into my songwriting. But yeah, I think vulnerability and specificity are really the things that make songs so special. And so yeah, I guess I just try to do that as much as possible.
And music has the ability to connect us, right?
Totally.
World. I mean, I'm seeing here, I'm seeing people from Brazil, from Ecuador, from Peru. I mean, everyone is kind of connected. So I do see how how important it is. Guys, if you have any questions, we have Olivia for a few more minutes. I want to ask you to, if you had to collaborate with an artist, and I'm sure you will get to do that, is there somebody in particular that you have in mind?
Yeah, oh my gosh. There are so many people that I would love to collaborate with. I think,
Sheila sending you
yeah,
love. God, it's
I
crazy.
so many people. I'm the biggest fangirl ever, but I am obsessed with Jack White. I like grew up listening to his music and like really fell in love with it when I was like 14. Like that was like the only thing I listened to from the ages of like 14 to 16 was the White Stripes. And so I am obsessed with him and I just like think he's such a genius. So it'd be fun to like work with him or, you know, have him like produce a song with me. That would be the dream. But yeah, there are so many artists I would love to collaborate with. I'm good friends with Conan Gray, who's this incredible songwriter, and we've been like sort of writing together, and you know that's super fun too. So yeah, there's so many people. I kind of started writing songs like by myself. Like I'm a big like just songwriter in my bedroom, but you know, now I've sort of been broadening my horizons and working with other people, which has been really fun and a good creative challenge.
I have a feeling the sky is the limit for you. And I have the feeling that we're going to see you on Elle magazine many more times over the years. Is there a piece of advice that you would give all the fans that are watching you, all the girls and boys that are out there, and young kids that are going through hard times or trying to make it or have a dream? What would be your best piece of advice?
Oh, yes. I'm not the most sage person in the world, but I guess as far as like art goes, I think it's so important for people to, you know, people of all ages, but especially young people to make songs or make art or whatever just because they truly love to do it. I think that's the seed of all great creation is just love of the art. And so I guess I would give that advice to younger people, you know, making art for the first time. And also just something I think about all the time is, you know, especially when you're an artist and you're like giving your heart to people and they're so critical of it. I think it's important to try to learn to not take things personally and realize that what people say about you has everything to do with them and nothing to do with you. I say that all the time, but it's just like the one thing that is just like helped me tremendously throughout this process. So yeah, I'd tell them that.
Valentina Paris is asking, I don't know, like this where she was from. What is your favorite song in this album? Do you have?
Ooh. Yeah, oh my gosh. It changes all the time. Right now it's the first song called Brutal. I think it's like a really unique song and it's like the lyricism is really authentic too. So I'm super excited for people to hear that one.
Olivia, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being us. Some other questions I see. Miss Peru, Natalie Vertis is asking your number one beauty tip.
Oh my gosh. I can be cheesy and say like confidence, I suppose, but I don't know.
Is there a beauty routine? Do you have a beauty routine right now?
You know what? I try. I'm like not the best with it. I think the beauty stuff that I do have though, the only thing that I really learned is that less is more a lot of the time with beauty. When I was younger, I would just do like so much, and then like looking back, I'm like that looks like so bad. You should have just like kept it simple. So I keep it simple nowadays, but also I think keeping it simple is also sort of a product of me not really knowing how to use makeup super well right now, but I'll get there.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for speaking to your fans, for your generosity with your fans, with us, with Elle. I really hope that we will see you in tour.
Me too. Thank you so much, Nina. It was such a pleasure.
Meet you in person because again, you are one of the modern heroines and you are really inspiring us and doing great work, and you're a great role model. So keep it happening. I send you much love. We love you and we love your cover, and this is your house at Elle whenever you want to do anything.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. You're the sweetest. I really appreciate it.
All right, my love.
See
Thank
you
you.
soon. Bye.
Now, how do I, are you sure you want, I want to save.
And now